guys, and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be doing a full review of the fluval Mega Flex aquarium. So if you guys don't know, I've had my two fluval flex aquariums for a while. I got a 9-gallon fluval flex and I got a mega flex, and you know what, I never actually did a full comparison of the two tanks, and I never actually did a full-blown review of the two tanks. I mean, I've talked about what I've liked about them, I've unboxed them, I've done short reviews of them, telling you what I liked about them, but I've never done an actual breakdown of what I love about them, and there are some things that I don't like about them either, so I would really like to do a full breakdown review, especially because I love the Mega Flex so much, the fluval Mega Flex 32.5 gallons so much that I bought a second one. And the second one I bought is actually going to be a marine tank. I bought the fluval Flex 32.5 gallon Mega Flex tank marine version. Oh my god, I can't wait to set that up. And in honor of that, I'm going to be doing a full breakdown review of these two tanks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start, shall we? Oh, this is gonna be fun. While editing this video, I realized that I should have said this, so I'm going to just cut this into the video. Fact is, I am not being paid for, sponsored, or supported by, in any way, by Fluval. I'm just an aquarium hobbyist that really loves my fish tanks and want to share them on YouTube. Enjoy the video! First up, we gotta talk about the 9-gallon aquarium. So, this is pretty much how this went, right? I basically was into fish keeping, and, there are a lot of fantastic, amazing looking tanks out there. You can take any little 10-gallon, 20-gallon normal aquarium and make something beautiful for a much cheaper price. But when you get into the quote-unquote designer tank, and the Fluval Flex aquarium is definitely a designer tank. Man, I'm telling you, the money. Well, when I first started, I never really thought a designer tank could be worth it, but I'm telling you, when I saw the Fluval Flex, I had to have it. At the time when I first saw it, I was in a weird time where I didn't want to have another tank because I already had two going on at the same time, but I knew that when I wanted to upgrade one of the tanks and I wanted to break down one of the tanks, I knew what tank I wanted to upgrade to. Fluval Flex 9-gallon aquarium, I knew was going to be my next upgrade. And I am so glad I decided to get the Fluval 9-gallon Flex tank. Now, there is the 9-gallon version and there is the 15-gallon version. The only difference is the 15-gallon is bigger. It has a location on the hood where you can knock out and possibly put in a protein skimmer, possibly making that a saltwater tank. I've seen tons and tons of people and make a little saltwater aquarium for themselves, And so, the Fluval Flex aquarium. It's called the Flex tank because it has a vertical bow front, and that's very stylistic and very interesting to look at because I like bow front tanks, but the thing is, when you look at a bow front tank, the edges of the bow front tank, they always skew a little bit. Well, in the Fluval 9-gallon tank, in the Flex tanks, what happens is the skewing only happens at the very bottom of the tank, and it only happens at the very top of the tank. What's at the bottom of the tank? Your substrate. Who cares? What's at the top of the tank? The very edge of the waterline. Who cares? This means that the entire picture of the aquarium, the entire viewing portion of the aquarium, is magnified and not skewed. Now, I have heard of some people, when they look at it, it's hard for their eyes. I wear glasses, it doesn't bother me. In fact, to me, it's so cool because it magnifies my fish. In fact, I have tetras in this tank now. I used to have a grandfish. It's a whole story. I'm not going to go into it. You guys can, of course, watch my old tanks playlist if you guys want to see what's up with the story of this aquarium. But the 9-gallon aquarium has tetras in it, and dude, they look almost 3 inches big. They are not 3 inches big. They're very small, but they look huge thanks to the bow front on this tank. It's absolutely cool looking. I love that design. I really love that design. Okay, other than that, the aquarium actually comes with kind of a sucky light. Yeah, we're gonna get into stuff that I don't like about the tank. It comes with a sucky light. I really don't like the light that came with this tank, and I have indeed replaced the light with a fluval 2.0 planted tank light that is far better, and I wish it came with the tank originally. The thing is, that light is a 3.0 light. It's kind of a new light, newer than the tank itself, but it's a fantastic light. So I would say if you're gonna get this tank, replace the light. You know, I could drill a hole into the top of the aquarium if I wanted to and put the light in that way or something like that, or just remove the hood completely. What I do is I just set the hood right on top of the light, and it's working for me and it looks fantastic. But that's just me. Now, the thing about the filter compartment, which is really, really interesting, is the filter compartment is huge, which is fantastic, because by having a huge filter compartment, I'm able to actually put more fish in this tank than I originally thought. This is a 9-gallon aquarium, and I have 10 fish in this tank, and the only reason why my 10 fish are doing fantastic is because I actually have bio bricks. Biological bio bricks in the back of this aquarium, and they're doing just fantastic. I love the fact that there is so much room in the back of this tank for filtration. That's just fantastic to me. Okay, another thing that I don't like about the tank though would be that food hole. It comes with a food hole on the lid, and the food hole is massive, both on the 9-gallon and the 15-gallon, and it's just way too massive. Some fish, especially like betta fish or something, tetras don't, but some fish are jumpy and they can easily jump out of that hole. When I used to have a betta fish in this aquarium, I actually plugged up the hole with some filter media because I didn't want my betta fish jumping out. You know, that's the only thing I will say about that hole. But this is an old tank, right? This is an old tank, and they heard us. They heard the problems with the fluval flex tank. So what did they do? They improved upon them. They improved upon them with the fluval mega flex tank. Let's talk about that tank next. Okay, so everyone loved this tank. I mean, it's a great looking tank, but you got a 9-gallon, you got a 15-gallon. We want something a little bigger, you know. There's only so much you can put in a 15-gallon tank, so why not a 30-gallon aquarium? And that's what they did. They really improved upon the old design of the fluval flex aquarium with the mega flex. Not only do they have a much better light with the newer technology, it comes with a fluval 2.0 skylight, and you could, if you wanted to, replace that with a 3.0 light. You could also just take the hood off and use whatever light you want on the aquarium, or maybe drill a hole in the hood and put on some other light in the aquarium. You could do that easily with this aquarium. That's what's fantastic about it. But I like the 2.0 skylight. No, it's not the 3.0. But the 2.0 skylight works fantastic. I love this light. I love how controllable it is with your cell phone. And that's another thing on the Fluval Flex tank, that the light that I have on there, the 3.0, it's controllable by your phone too. So that's just fantastic. Having that 2.0 skylight being controlled by your phone, it just makes it really easy to go through a day cycle. And it looks really, really nice. And again, just like with the 9-gallon, it's got the same bow front, same effects on the entire picture of your tank. Meaning whatever aquascape you have in your aquarium is magnified, and none of it is distorted except at the edge of the tank where you have your sand, and at the very top of the tank where your water line is. So you kind of don't care, but that's what's fantastic about the aquarium. In this tank, I have shell dweller cichlids, and they look massive. They look massive. They are not that big though. They are indeed very small fish. They are magnified by the bow front, and it looks amazing. Now, what this tank also improved on is the food hole. Remember I said the 9-gallon was too big of a food hole? Guess what? This one comes with a little door, has a little food hole, and it has this little spot for you to put a fish feeder in if you so choose. Now, I've actually used the fish feeder on this aquarium whenever I've gone out for like a week or two. Not so much with COVID, you know, I don't do that so much anymore, so I took the feeder off. But yeah, it has this little spot for a fish feeder, and that is fantastic, and they even sell a fish feeder for this tank. The compartment on this aquarium is very interesting. So, it's double the filter on the 15-gallon, right? Because it's 32.5 gallons. But what's interesting is the way they have it shaped is it just kind of goes only on a portion of the entire background tank, not the entire way. I kind of like that because that gives you more room to kind of organize and aquascape the tank. Really, really kind of cool. I kind of do like the curve appeal that the filter compartment has on the aquarium. The only thing that I don't like about it is the fact that on the back of the glass, we have these two areas that's completely clear, and I don't like seeing through the tank. I don't like seeing the wall through the tank. I mean, I obviously put a background on my aquarium because of that. I put a black background on my aquarium because I don't like seeing through it. Don't like about the aquarium is the filter compartments. When you go and clean the filter compartment, there's this one small area of the filter compartment, and I'm going to of course show you in the video. It's this one small area that you cannot stick your hand down there to clean out. And it is so annoying to me. I really wish that I could stick my hand. All you really gotta do is you gotta grab a brush. I have a brush that I stick down there to clean that spot out. But yeah, it's right there where the overflows are. I just wish I could stick my whole hand down there to clean it. But that is just me. I still absolutely love this tank. The only other thing I will say about it is, so this aquarium comes with its own stand. The 9-gallon does not. They made a stand for the 15-gallon if you want to buy that. But this tank definitely needs a stand, and it comes with its own stand. You can buy that separately or buy it with it. And the one thing I will say about the stand that I have a gripe with is it does not have room for a sump or a canister filter or anything like that. I really, really like this aquarium stand because it does have this amazing shelf, but the shelf to me is too big. The shelf should only go to about half of the stand, and the rest of the stand should be wide enough for a sump or a canister to me. Now, I know what you guys are gonna say, but the tank comes with a filter compartment. It's an all-in-one. Yes, but there are many tanks that even on an all-in-one, there are many ways you can put a sump or a canister on an all-in-one and just have extra filtration. A lot of people like doing that, and while I would never do that myself, I can see why people would want that. And I've seen people put canisters on their fluval megaflexes and just have it sitting out on the side of the tank stand. But it should be inside of the tank stand. It should be able to sit there inside the tank stand, and it can't because that shelf is just too big. Even though I love the fact that that shelf is there. Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up mostly is because of the saltwater world. When it comes to saltwater tanks, many people like to put sumps on their saltwater aquariums. Even if they're all-in-one, many people like putting something on their saltwater aquariums just to add extra filtration, keep it a little cleaner. And yeah, that's the only reason why I brought that up. Now, what's really cool is because they saw so many people buying the Fluval Flex aquariums and adding saltwater to it, making a saltwater little mini flex aquarium. They decided to not only come out with a Megaflex, but they decided to come out with a marine version of the Megaflex. The only difference between the two tanks is the marine version comes with a Fluval 3.0 light that is indeed capable of growing some corals. So that's really, really cool, and I bought one. I am going to have my first saltwater aquarium soon. It's going to be a Megaflex, and I cannot wait to set it up. And that is my own full breakdown review and comparison of the Fluval Flex 9-gallon and the Fluval Megaflex tank. I love these aquariums so much that I bought the marine version, and I can't wait to set it up. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have the Megaflex, if you're gonna buy a Megaflex, if you want a Megaflex now. Let me know down in the comments below. And let me know if you have some minor issues with the aquarium like I do. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye. Sorry if this video is a little long, but again, I told you this was gonna be a full breakdown review of these two aquariums. I'm out. Bye.